here's another thing that we need to talk about. We need to talk about Park Chung-hee, because his regime frowned upon these teenage delinquency movies come the mid-1960s. He thought they were too scandalous. He was an extremely, extremely conservative man. So what he really wanted to push Korean cinemas to start making were more family-friendly, family-orientated movies than movies about biting social commentary. So what we saw within the mid to late 60s was a shift from these, angsty teenage dramas to movies, animated films. A lot of children's movies in general. Why not make a giant monster movie, right? They're popular, not just with adults, but also particularly with children. They would fit right in. So it was actually Kim Ki-duk's idea, after watching some kaiju movies, to make one of his own. And quite frankly, it kinda fit in with what the government deemed possible to make at this time. Now, 1967 was a big year for kaiju movies. All 5 of Japan's studios made a giant monster movie this year. Toho had 2. They had Son of Godzilla and King Kong Escapes. Daiei, you had Gamera vs. Gauss. Shochiku, you had the absolutely amazing piece of cinema known as The X from Outer Space. Nekatsu had Gappa, the Triphibian monster. And Toei, you had Giant Robo playing on TV. And they would soon start backing Yongary, Monster from the Deep. So going back to Park Chung-hee, what's interesting is that while all of this was happening, he was leading a huge crusade against anything Japanese. But he also wanted to export Korean culture internationally, other than, the fact that there was a war fought there about a decade earlier. And so when Kim Ki-duk presented this idea of making a giant monster movie with his producer Cha Tae-jin, well, a light bulb kind of lit.